So now I want somewhere to go. So just got that.
Well, that's good. Say something else to
Even now I curse today, and yet few come within the compass of my curse, wherein I did not.
Wait, what?
Huh?
The Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know we back. Yeah. Yo, get what you get and roll what you rolling. This right here is the Unknown No Name podcast. Yo. Yo, this my bro. I'm about to go. I got a flow. No, I'm joking, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna keep going.
Man, I don't know,
Excited.
man.
Would you quit?
No, I didn't quit because I'm just too sick. I need a thick chick, and she gotta be cool as ish. Try not to curse in the first 5. I don't even know, 36 years, I'm just happy that I'm alive. Man, I'm getting older, and it's getting colder.
Mm-hmm.
It's about to be Christmas. If my son keep acting up, he ain't gonna get shit.
Last name ever, first name greatest, like a spring. That was
Don't stop, me. Don't stop. I'm all the way from it. I'm all the way from it.
I wrote that for Drake.
Yeah, I didn't too. Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna hear some new music from you soon.
For me?
Yeah, from you.
Yeah, facts. All right, y'all. Let me stop this intro little beat right here. This is my co-host for the day, Bryan.
Hi.
Wait, so like you want your name to just be Bryan?
Just Bryan.
Like when I put this on the title, like I'm gonna put BL and Bryan
Yeah,
talk about
Bryan's
stuff.
super basic.
No, that's cool.
I just never had a nickname that like stuck.
Castro?
Say it again.
Castro?
See how you're saying it?
Were you once known as Castro?
Yeah, back in the day, man. You know
Zion, I think.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day. But as you see, if anybody else knows if you say that shit, they're gonna look at you say that and they're gonna look at me and be like, who? You mean Bryan?
You mean Bryan? Yeah,
so
man.
I just
That's definitely
Bryan.
that's definitely one thing about being a local artist that kind of is weird is that like when you first go up on there, people are not looking at you like, OG, whatever.
Cushman.
They're like, oh, that's Percy on the stage.
Right,
Do
exactly.
your thing, bruh.
Exactly.
You know
So you
what I
gotta
mean?
kind of. I feel like when people do that, they kind of shoehorn their nickname in, like force people to like call them that. No, man, my name OJ Cushman. Don't call me Clarence.
No, my name.
My name's not Clarence. They said, what was the white rapper that's super popular right now with all the tattoos on his face?
All the tattoos on the face, stitches.
Post Malone.
Post Malone.
So he said he just typed his stuff into like a rap name generator online or something like that, and that's how he just came up with his name.
He might be the first, or he might be the only person who ever did that actually got famous. Like, there's probably millions of people that do that every day.
Probably.
I feel like
It would be weird though, because you got no kind of connection to that name. whatsoever.
Right,
I think
like-
when people got a nickname, it's some kind of connection to it. You know what I'm saying?
OG banana split.
Right. You remember that one time when you slipped on the banana? And like, something like that, not just something that you just looked up online.
I don't know, man. I just like, I just like creative shit and stuff.
What's the dumbest rap moniker that you've ever heard in your life? Like the worst rap name?
The worst rap name? Lil Poopy.
Lil Poopy? Who's Lil Poopy?
You never seen that show, The Rap Game, with Jermaine Dupri? Lotto was on there before she like blew up,
Right.
They had this kid. He is a good rapper, and he's still a good rapper today. Shout out Lil Poopy. If you're watching the show, man, tap in. But his name is Lil Poopy. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
And like when they asked him like about his name, he didn't really have a cool response because for one, he was a kid.
Yeah.
But like if I was him, I would have been like, because I'm pooping on these fools in the rap game.
You're pooping on them?
Yeah,
Little
yeah.
Poopy's pooping on him.
Yeah,
Like-
a little poopy, you know what I mean? But he just, he didn't have a good explanation.
Right.
So that was probably the worst one. What about you?
I don't know, man. Nothing that's worse than the Little Poopy. I remember when Lil Dicky first came out, before I knew who he was, somebody said Lil Dicky, and I was just like for real? But then you find out that, he did that on purpose, like just to be goofy or whatever.
And see, like with Lil Dicky, is like he's so dope that he can have a dumbass name
because he's dope
and it'd be cool. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be cool. And see, and that's why I still rock with Lil Poopy, because Lil Poopy got some hits.
It's just funny hearing you say it.
I know, Lil Poopy. Tap in, brother.
Man, Lil Poopy got some hits, man.
Yo, did you hear about that guy from Akron who plays basketball for the Lakers? He just passed Magic Johnson for number 6 on the all-time assists.
Man, shout out to LeBron.
Shout out to LeBron James,
My
baby.
brother gonna get so mad because I'm a big LeBron James fan.
Me
so
too.
Even if he doesn't, because he's from here. You know what I mean? Every time he's playing, like every time he shoots the ball at LeBron James. Yeah.
It's good though, man.
That's
but
dope.
like honestly, like it was cool because when I seen the thing on House of Highlights, they showed a compilation of it was one pass from LeBron, one pass from Magic, and they kept going back and forth.
Yeah.
And a lot of like the stuff that Magic did, LeBron did the same like exact shit. Like that's what makes it so cool. Like, like you can tell that he got that part of his game, or at least a piece of it from Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
So I really like that.
Yeah.
That's dope.
It's the same thing with like Kobe and Jordan when they do the side-by-side comparisons of how Kobe played. So
the fadeaway, man. You could definitely tell he got that from Jordan, man. Rest in peace, Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, I don't know, rest in peace. You know that the White Ranger, James David Frank,
dang. See, as soon as you said that made me forget what his name was.
David Frank, he he passed away, man. So condolences to his family and everything. But they live streamed his funeral on Facebook. Now, okay, so look, hear me out with this. I don't know if that's weird or not because like they had a funeral for Takeoff. Rest in peace, Takeoff, brother, man. Mama.
Yeah.
They had a funeral for him. They had a public funeral for all the fans and everything. And then they had the regular funeral for the family. But it's like with the White Ranger, it's like I feel like he wasn't famous enough to really warrant that.
Yeah.
I mean, he had fans and a fan base for sure because he was in 5 different seasons of Power Rangers.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't know if that was weird or not for them to live stream his funeral.
I don't like. Are you saying because you don't feel like Facebook is enough? Like,
well, because like I feel like okay, this is somebody who runs the page, or maybe somebody from his social media team has been running his Facebook page, and it's like, are you guys doing this to get like views, to get your money up on the thing, or is it like, yo, we want to just show the world because, man, I don't know.
Did it look like somebody was just like in the audience holding their phone up, live streaming it?
No.
Or was it like a good setup and you could see,
It looked like a nice setup. It was just weird because I don't know. I just feel like he wasn't. I don't know. I feel like he didn't really warrant a.
Oh, you feel like he didn't warrant something like that?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying like I just questioned the people who actually put
what their intentions were.
Yeah, what their intentions was.
Well,
because I mean, I watched it for a second and I was really, I was into it. I heard a few people say a few things, and it was a beautiful setup and everything. But I'm just thinking like, why y'all put this on here?
I think that he had like a huge fan base. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember I watched Power Rangers all the time.
Me too.
And I remember when the Green Ranger first came, I was like, oh, green is my favorite color. And he's got the gold shoulder pads and stuff on.
He was beating their ass on that island.
Right,
for like
whooping ass.
A lot of days. He wasn't talking.
So, I mean, there's there's a crazy Power Rangers fan base that's out there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure that out of all of them, he's probably the most popular that ever existed. So even though like we might not be super into it, like with Star Wars, you know what I'm saying? Star Wars has a huge fan base, but if you've never really gotten into Star Wars, you'd be like, who cares about who did the voice for Darth Vader? You know what I'm saying? Where you would know that's James Earl Jones that did it, like if you actually were into the movies and everything. So I just think there's a fan base out there for it. That's why they, put it up on there. And a lot of people, to get their news, I know I get a lot of news off of, well, not recently, but social media sites, you know what I'm saying? When people are posting stuff, especially local.
Shout out to OH_chips on Instagram. Go follow them, y'all. I get a lot of my news from there.
Yeah, but I talked about that earlier. I'm coming up on a year of no social media.
Yeah, bro. Okay, yeah. All right. So that was one of the things that I wanted to ask you because, I mean, I feel like we've all done it, but you've been doing it for like a year. Like, why did you... Wait, first tell me all the social media sites that you were on.
So, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I started getting into TikTok.
You was killing it on TikTok, bro.
It was fun, man. I was bored.
You was killing that shit.
That's what happens when you live in an apartment by yourself. You don't got nothing to do. Snapchat. I didn't really use Snapchat. But yeah, Twitter. I would check sometimes. But yeah, I got off of all of them. Like I put a note up. So I was talking about, hey, I'm going to be getting off of here for a year to do kind of like a social experiment kind of thing.
I'm testing the theories of the human brain with the.
I read the book a long time ago. It's all funny because we sound exactly like each other doing that dumb voice. Yeah, I let everybody know like nothing was wrong. So I didn't want people to think like something was going on. I was like, nah, just needed to get off for a year.
Nothing was wrong, everybody. My man just needed a break. Do you feel like you're going to like? I mean, do you feel like you're ever gonna get back home? Because I mean, this is gonna be on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat,
and that's
YouTube.
I think that I had to kind of the reason why I got off is because I was getting too invested in what other people were doing instead of what I should be doing. Because like a lot of people that like to
Hallelujah, I feel you on that one, bro.
A lot of people that like to live vicariously through other people, like people who watch like not to shit on people who watch reality shows. But you see people going. No, I'm saying I have too. Jersey Shore. You know what I mean? So like you watch these other people doing things, and you're excited for them to do that thing instead of you doing it. So it's like I was getting too invested in what other people were doing, and then if I felt like they were doing better than me, then that would take a hit on like my. I guess my mood or like my ego or my whatever. It made me feel like crappy. Like, dang, I ain't doing nothing with my life. This dude's over here doing this or he's doing that, and it's not celebrities or nothing. These are people that I know.
That you know.
Yeah.
That you see.
So, and I started getting like real depressed. You know what I'm saying? And it just got me to a point where I'm like, man, I ain't shit. You know what I mean? But I'm like, that's not the case. I was like, that's not the case. So I was like, I just need to stop paying attention to what everybody else is doing for, about a year or so. That way I can get back focused on the things that I like to do.
You want to know something that, to me, that's annoying about social media? Is that when I go to, send a friend request to, like, a chick or something, it's already, like, 65 mutual friends, and it's all niggas, and I'm like, oh my fucking god, never mind, we don't need to be friends. or like, yo, bro, there is one person. I'm gonna tell you off camera. This nigga, like, I feel like this nigga literally just sits on fucking Facebook and Instagram and just likes every fucking woman's picture in the world because literally every time I go to like a picture,
it says his picture up there.
It says liked by, and I'm like, nigga, do you have a job? Like, bro,
that's
like, I'm on my 15-minute lunch break. I'm looking at Instagram. Oh yeah, she look good, but you again? No, I'm good. I just like that in private.
Yeah,
I just think that I like it.
Man, I don't know the dating over social media thing because it's like. You can't approach. You gotta think. especially if she's, you know, real attractive, whatever, you're not the first person, you know, that's liked their picture or that sent them a message. So you're not going to stand out. They're not going to be like, oh my God, fuck all these other guys. Larry, you know.
I try to act like I've been there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, when I hit a chick in the DM, and this has worked for, you know, before, hey, come see this movie with me tomorrow night. And literally that is the first message that I send. Like, hey, come see this movie with me Saturday night. We can smoke and chill and just whatever.
Yeah.
And it's worked twice. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, it's worked, but it's just like, yeah, bro, like, you're not getting anywhere with hello, beautiful.
Good morning, beautiful.
Good morning, Julia. Like, that's not working, bro. And then it's like, it's so funny because when chicks put a status up and I see, like, niggas in the comments, damn, girl, you might as well come over here looking that good. Or some dumb shit like, like, bro, you're not getting no pussy from the comments, man. I had to tell, who did I have to tell that one day? I had to tell my nephew that one day.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, you not gonna get no pussy from the comments, brother. Like, that's not.
It's like so.
It's not happening.
I always had this argument with somebody. Again, I'm not naming names or anything like that. They would post pictures on Facebook, right?
Wait, is this a dude or a chick?
It's a chick. They would post pictures on Facebook, but it'd be like titties hanging out, and you know, titties.
Let's clap it up for the titties. Yeah.
But they would post pictures up like that, and then a bunch of dudes. Damn, titties look good. You know, like love and all that kind of stuff. And I, you know, it's and I would say something about it. Well, I'm not doing it for them. I'm doing it for me because I like, you know, seeing those.
You like
pictures.
the attention. You don't like seeing the
no,
pictures.
but
You like
I would
seeing
say
the
that.
niggas.
I would say that, and they're like, "No, it's not for attention." And I'm like, "So why put it on, you know, up on Instagram or your Facebook? It's fine if that's why you do it. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's nice to be someone to say, "Oh, damn, you look good."
It's
like,
nice to be
handsome.
confident,
right? You know what I mean? So it's like you're doing it because you obviously want somebody to see it because it's on social media. You know what I'm saying? But they
definitely want somebody to see it.
Swear up and down, no, it's for me. The picture's in your phone. Why? You can look at it in your phone anytime that you want. So it's a little bit of you is because you want somebody else to see it. You know what I'm saying? You know, comment on it. It's just
I don't know, man. It's just like, see, and then one thing that I've been, but like, you know, that's why I definitely, you know, like to just meet a woman like organically just at a place versus the social media. You know, because
you have something to start from.
You can't even talk to a chick and be like, yo, what's up, without them thinking that it's like some weird shit. Like, because me, like, doing this podcast and trying to get people here, especially girls, it's like they all think that you like a fucking pervert.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
come into my basement.
Right. Like, hey, can you come over so I can chop you up and then I'll just take pictures and whatever. Like, no, like, I'm just trying to get some good content and shit. And it's like, there's like 3 girls who I followed on Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat or whatever, and like they went from, hey, I'm just taking pictures, I'm a regular person on social media, to a year later, ass out, follow me on OnlyFans and and it's like, I'm trying to like interview them, and the one girl was like, I'm not trying to fuck you. Like, no, I just want to talk about you fucking other people for money. And, you know, just tell me what it's like and if you like it and all this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was hanging out with a friend of mine, and she was telling me all these thirsty stories about dudes in her DMs. And I was like, man, I need to make that a segment, like Tales from the DMs. Like, ladies telling us the do's and don'ts of the DMs, but also just random funny stories about thirsty ass niggas. Right. That shit funny.
Like, what's the craziest thing somebody sent you, or, you know?
Dude, I've had like maybe 5 or 6 girls that I've hit up, and they at one point been like, yeah, I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And then just nothing, or just act like they don't want to do it. And I mean, it's cool, but it's just like, damn, man, like, y'all think I'm like a creeper, and like,
did you?
I'm doing this.
Did you send them like a link to see the videos and everything to show that like look, this is legitimately what I'm trying to do.
Hey, I'm a local podcaster. My name is so and so and so. This is my channel. I seen that you do OnlyFans, and I just like to talk to you about it and like interview you. I'm not on the weirdo shit, and that would be the message with the link that I send. Like, yo, the one girl was like, "Well, will you pay me?"
No, I mean,
I was like, "Well, okay." I was like, "Hey, like, you know, I mean, I give you some gas money, whatever.
yeah,
You know, and we gonna be smoking on some tobacco, so." You know, and I mean, this gonna help you make a little bit more money.
right.
But you know, like I've just found that women, I mean, people in general, when doing this and trying to get people to come to you, it's a bit of a struggle. But if there's any women watching, I know it's only like 5% of the women, like of the people watching this shit, only like 5% are women.
Right.
Because I've been looking at the YouTube analytics and they break that shit down like a motherfucker. So, ladies, all three of y'all, hey, come on the show and tap in.
Yeah, nothing gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen to you.
Nothing. We're just gonna take some pictures. You can leave after that.
Got some Jack and Cokes. Jack and Coke. Hey, after watching that, they killed it for me for Jack and Cokes. I used to like them too. I can't drink them anymore after watching that.
I like Jack and Coke. I didn't watch the Dahmer shit, bro.
You didn't?
No, man, because like, bro, for one, like, I'm not really into that shit, and for two, like, half the people he killed was like black, so like, I just don't want to watch it. Bro.
But it was.
I feel like it's hella white people watching, like, hey, yeah, get him, Jeff, like, you know what I'm saying? Like on some weird shit, like they rooting for this nigga. I don't know.
Look, he was a crazy dude.
Yeah.
In the way that he planned it out too, because he went to a like a low income area where it's predominantly black and Asian. It was just going to town.
You know what's so crazy? If Jeffrey Dahmer was black and his neighbor was white,
it would have been different.
Yeah, he would have killed one person, and they would have caught him after that, and everything would have been done
different. Yeah,
but you know,
like when the neighbor, called the police and was like, when the one dude, oh dang, you ain't watching.
Nope, I was gonna say, don't talk to me like I've watched it.
No, so he had kidnapped this Asian boy, and
that's the one that was underage, right?
Yeah, it was two of them that was underage. Okay, so first he tried to get his little brother, but the little brother got away. And then, like, some years later, he just so happened to snatch up his older brother. He didn't even know that was his older brother. What? He just snatched him up, and it was his older brother. So he got out of the apartment, but his head is, like, bleeding and everything, right? And he's sitting on his stoop, the stairs to the apartments. And the black lady and her daughter are outside, and they're like, something's wrong with this boy. He's not talking. I don't think he's supposed to be here. I don't think he knows that man. The police were like, he doesn't have any ID on him or anything like that, but this guy seems to be like his caretaker. And they let him go right back upstairs with Dahmer, and he killed him.
Of course. If that was a nigga, they'd be like, freeze, buddy!
Yeah. It was a trip, man.
Yo, man, everybody go check out Wednesday on Netflix because it just surpassed Dahmer. Nobody cares about Dahmer, bro. So forget that noise. But yeah, man, my son's sister kept talking about Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, let me see what's up with this shit.
Yeah.
Have you watched it?
No, I saw the trailer for it today. Like, I just watched the trailer for it today.
I'm up to episode 3. Mm-hmm. It's incredible. I like it a lot. It's cool.
I'm watching Stranger Things right now.
Wait, are you like just starting to watch it?
I'm on the third. I just started the third season.
I never watched it. Everybody,
pretty good. It's pretty good. No, because like that's how when something's super popular, I don't want to watch it. Yeah, I don't want to watch it because I want to wait for the hype to get down a little bit, and then I'll watch it like way after the fact.
Like we'll see. Like
you know when I watched Star Wars for the first time?
When?
It was the first 6 had already came out. The original 3 and then the prequels. I think it was because I remember it was New Year's Eve. I started watching them because I told the person I was like, "Yeah, I never did. You never seen Star Wars?" And I was like, "No." So we sat down and watched.
You don't know Darth?
You don't know Darth? But we watched all 6.
Shout out my boy.
We watched all 6 back to back. Like back to back. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I haven't seen any of the new ones.
And well, I mean, I was finna say, and now it's just like now, what they're doing is like, you know how Darth Vader first got created and he almost died and then
Right.
he came and whatever.
Right.
Like the new Obi-Wan Kenobi show is like the time in between that and like episode 4.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's like when, you know, like the first time that a young Obi-Wan Kenobi
Yeah.
sees Anakin and he's like, oh, you not dead? Like,
Yeah.
and he actually like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like Disney Plus is definitely filling in gaps right now, and it's really dope that they.
I was
that they're doing that.
watching someone who's like a super duper Star Wars enthusiast, and he was saying like a lot of people say that the Clone Wars, the cartoon one,
It's like the
is
best thing
probably
ever.
the best. Yeah,
I've never
seen
it.
it, but they said that one's probably the best.
It's not though. The Mandalorian is.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
So okay, so like you know, and then they did the Boba Fett show. You know how in episode, well, I think it's The Empire Strikes Back, when like Boba Fett gets eaten by the big
Yeah, the
worm thing and the
sandworm.
thing. This show on Disney Plus takes place right after he got eaten because he escapes right after. Like, dude, they filling in so many blanks and gaps and shit.
Okay.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's very, very cool. So, we got a little bit of news. I shared a video of BG getting out of prison.
Yes, I seen that.
That was not him.
Like for real, wasn't him?
He's still in prison,
It's not funny, but it's just like,
bro. I'm sorry to everybody.
So where did that video come from then?
I mean that video is some dude getting out of prison, but it's not, BG. Like I put it because like honestly, the only reason why I put that video up because I love BG.
Yeah.
And I was happy that he was out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this channel is turning into a news channel because of the shorts that I've been putting out and the views I've been getting on the shorts.
Yeah.
So you know, I'm like, I put it out. And then niggas start roasting the shit, and they kept saying that ain't him, and I'm like, man, that's bullshit. And then, like, I seen a post on Instagram from his actual Instagram account, and it's not him. He's still incarcerated.
You imagine what his reaction was? Like, that ain't me.
Yo, man, free BG. That nigga woke up like, wait, I'm free? Damn, BG. No, man, but I'm not gonna take it down because it got a bunch of views and like whatever.
Do you think Lil Wayne would be Lil Wayne if BG would have never got locked up?
Damn,
because he's the right for him.
That's a good question.
Yeah, he's the right for him. Because if you listen to Lil Wayne's first stuff, his style is like identical to BG's. Like they sound like each other. They rap just like each other.
I had no idea that he was the right for him.
Mm-hmm.
See, man, I think that
after you back it up, if that what
BG wrote that?
BG wrote that for Lil Wayne. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that if he would have never went to jail, it would have been. I mean, I feel like Wayne would have became what he is now, no matter what. Just because I think he just wanted it, you know, and he's been working so hard. But I think that if BG would have never went to jail, it would have been the same situation as Gilly the Kid and him going at it, and so I think that they would have went through a beef and then squashed it, and then everything would have been the same.
Why is the game going at Eminem now? I haven't read up on that.
I don't really know, man. I don't know, but like that diss track. Have you heard that on his new shit? He has a 10-minute diss song about Eminem, and like it's kind of cool because like it's kind of like a little mini story inside the song. So like this kid is talking to his mom. He's like, "Yeah, mom, I just got one more Uber, and then I'm coming home." And then Game gets in his Uber, and they start talking, and the Uber driver has an autographed Eminem hat on his dashboard, and they're talking, and and Game is like, man, is that hat signed by Eminem? And he's like, yeah, my brother Stan was a really big fan of Eminem, and he got this hat from him one time, because if you remember in the Stan video, fucking he signed his fucking hat, and so this kid is Stan's brother, and Game ends up killing the kid. and like that's like in between, and then there's a 10-minute diss song. Like it's just really long and like kind of out of nowhere, and you don't really know why.
Yeah.
So like it's dope, but it would have been more dope if you just would have made a song about you killing some niggas or whatever and doing some shit.
I just don't. I was like, when I seen, it was like, Game makes this track about Eminem. When did M do the Game? I think that I read somewhere where I guess he was mad about the Super Bowl show where it was like Dre, 50.
Game was mad?
Kendrick, because it was West Coast, but then M was there. You know what I'm saying?
Man, Game,
like,
bro.
I guess he just felt like, why would you not have me who reps the West Coast like crazy versus somebody,
I mean, the only reason that I can think that they didn't have him is because, like there's a lot of hymns out there.
Mm-hmm.
Because if Nipsey was alive, people would have been like, yo, Nipsey need to be in that movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If Daz and Corrupt could have been like, well, we was a part of the Dog Pound too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many people that could have been in that, but it's just like...
Shit, E40 could have been up there.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like those people, like, for one game, like, all those people have like 15, 20 years on you in the game. So it's like, that's why. And it's like, they not just picking random niggas, bro. Like, they got to vet the niggas who's going to be at the fucking, thing. You know what I'm saying? I think he was really mad because 50 Cent was there and he wasn't there.
Oh yeah, they beefing again, right? Or something.
I don't know. But 50 was looking crazy upside down on the thing at first. Like, nigga, that looked like it hurt. You should get out.
Did you see the picture of I guess Lloyd did a concert somewhere and somebody took a TikTok video of him because he took his shirt off and
no,
don't look like the same Lloyd that get it, shorty, get it. What that Lloyd?
When he was on the album cover like that.
Yeah.
About to sing R&B. About to sing to you, bitch.
I remember saying I was like the most hardcore R&B cover to an album ever. See, it was tattoos and shit, all baby oil.
Right. Shout out to my high school girlfriend because our song was Southside. Lloyd and Ashanti. We on the South Side.
Is it?
Don't say the person's name.
I'm not gonna say their name.
And it's not her.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
Fuck her, bro.
Oh, okay.
No, man, she's cool. No, fuck you. No, she cool.
I'm getting big feelings about this.
Her dad was like, man, you messed up. Shut up, nigga. I know.
You messed up. Don't even.
You're right. Anyway.
That's a whole other subject. You messed up.
I heard that Tom Holland is going to be up for playing Zorro. Now, I like Tom Holland, but Hollywood, y'all been doing this since the beginning of time. White people are not Mexican people or black people or any other color people. Like, that's so, like, how is they going to be like...
Okay, so...
The man has red hair. Don't he got red hair?
Who, Tom Holland?
Yeah.
No, it's like brown.
Oh.
But, brunette, whatever the color is. So here's my thing on that. Now, the race, I don't agree with that. Like, if you have some Zorro's, I can't remember, Mexican.
Zorro's Mexican.
Mexican. All right. There's plenty of Mexican actors out there that could play Zorro. Let a Mexican actor play the Mexican, hero. You know what I mean? Now, where I'm okay is like, say the character is supposed to have cerebral palsy or something like that, or is blind. You know what I mean? If you get an actor who's not blind or who doesn't have cerebral palsy to play that part, I'm fine with that. Not because of the fact that they're acting, with a condition. You know what I mean? That's part of acting. I don't think it's acting if you get a blind person to go play a blind person. Like, it's not really acting. Or if you have a rapper play a rapper, I don't think that's really acting. Like, Ludacris playing, like 8 Mile was a dope movie, but M was playing M.
He wasn't really acting. He was just being himself, just saying some words that somebody else.
I can't say he was being himself because I don't know Eminem personally, but based off of, his story that's out here, like, you're basically just
Bob Spaghetti. Whoop to the knee.
Man, don't
Everybody
play
in the 313.
that. Yeah, that was a beast, man. Don't do
It is a fucking beast, bro. I just know, man. I listen to this podcast, and every time they talk about Eminem, the dude's like, and now our favorite Detroit rapper, Scooby the Boss, Scooby the B. Everybody trying to ride for the 313, and he makes it.
so
Shout out to my man Miro, man.
So
Miro.
much hate.
Shout out to Miro, man. Shout out to
But-
Jesus and Miro.
Tom Holland playing Zorro, I don't think. Not saying he wouldn't do a good job. You know what I'm saying? It's just why wouldn't you get a Mexican? Why
Yeah.
wouldn't you get a Mexican actor to play Mexican?
Everybody want to be a nigga, but don't nobody want to be a nigga.
Oh, hey, Jared, oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
But see-
Jared,
No, man, and it, it's like, that's the same thing like when I watched that movie that came out years ago, The Gods of Egypt.
yeah,
And they was all white people except for like one person. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't think I passed geography, but I don't think they look like that.
Speaking of Othello, when you said that earlier, there is this actor. Oh man, I can't think of his name. Laurence Olivier, right? Laurence Olivier.
Put him on the screen.
When he was acting, he was like the #1 leading male actor. You know
What was
I'm saying?
he in?
He was that guy.
Lawrence Olivier.
Lawrence Olivier. I can't think of it. Like when film first started becoming a big thing, like he was that
okay,
guy.
like back in the day.
So Othello, is based off a black Shakespearean character.
Yeah.
They had Laurence Olivier play a black dude, and they put like you just gotta wait to see a picture of it. Like it's blackface, basically. It's blackface. He's playing a black character.
That's so weird that
And he's
like
white, not like oh man, he kind of look like a nigga. No, he's white.
that's so weird that like white people even do weird shit like why did like yo that's not even funny. Well, okay, the
I was
only
about to say
thing
when Robert Downey Jr. played a black dude,
yeah, okay, yeah,
but
that was funny.
But the context was different. You know what I'm saying? The context was different.
Exactly. Like when Jimmy Fallon did the blackface of Chris Rock. Did you ever see that? And he's like
That
Everybody want to keep these.
see, but he's
It's
doing
like-
it. The context behind it is like, see, I would find that to be funny.
it was funny, but I'm like, nigga, quit making me laugh at this shit.
Because it's like you think about it. When the Wayne Brothers played two white chicks.
Funniest shit in the world.
Right, but nobody was like, it's not okay for a black person to play a white person. You know what I mean?
That's because they want to emasculate us and see us in some damn dresses and
That's
and
what
girls the whole.
Dave Chappelle was saying something about that. Putting a lot of the black men in Hollywood having to
Yeah.
dress up as women.
I mean, honestly, like sometimes I think it's funny, but it's like Big Mama 3 should not have happened.
But you see that they do it like once, and after that one time, it's like it's a wrap.
I feel like they
Is that like a rite of passage thing where it was like,
Well, I
you
mean,
want to be a star, put this dress on.
I feel like niggas be broke and they like, fuck it, I'm about to do what I gotta do. And then they, get more knowledge of self and be like, man, I don't need to do that to be funny, which is
Right,
true.
Right.
I mean, because shit, man, I mean, I'd put on a wig and, do a funny TikTok video if I was a fucking person that does shit like that, but it's like, you can't let that define you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think that's what they, all them guys eventually realize, like, yo, I don't want this to define me. Tyler Perry hasn't figured it out yet because he's still doing like Medea 20, but that shit is funny.
Medea.
That shit is funny, and I feel like Medea is a strong ass black woman, and like she's funny and whatever, but she's not like shucking and jiving type of funny. She more like grandma protecting her people and she'll kill your ass and that type of funny.
But that's why a lot of black people
mind
feel
Medea.
like it's a shooking and driving
Yeah.
thing, which is why they don't like him. But his story is like, man, just coming up with plays, doing plays.
He used to live in his car.
Yeah, doing plays at these rundown theaters down in Louisiana, and eventually just building up to what he has now. He has a whole damn studio.
Whole studio, whole yacht, whole boat,
Like,
helicopter.
I was watching this dude do a tour. He has a building where each side of the building is a different house or a different type of, like the front side would be like the front of a house, a colonial house, and then the other side is like a modern entrance to like a modern house or whatever.
Okay.
And then the back side would be like the entrance to like a hospital. and then the other side would be an entrance to something else, just to save money on not having to build up all these different locations. He's got it all built out of this one building. Like, it's crazy that he's got a whole like studio lot. Like, it's a whole studio lot down there.
Yeah.
From coming out of his car. So
and he's doing a whole bunch of more stuff. Like, he has so many more shows. He got like the Oval Office show, and like the other show about the crime family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, man, shout out to Tyler Perry. Hey, man, if you're watching Mr. Perry, come on, tap in. Let me interview you, brother.
Yeah.
I know we live in different states, but you rich, you can fly out.
You see that?
Or fly me out.
Did you see that Atlanta episode when they were basically talking about him? Did you watch the last season of Atlanta?
Bro.
Oh.
Bro, hold on, man. I don't have my regular sound effects, and these sound effects are kind of whack, but man, the last two seasons of Atlanta have been whack, bro.
So
it's so hard for me to get into that shit, man. Like,
watch the last season of it. Watch the last season, because the last season goes back to like how the first and second season were.
It better, man.
It does,
because I feel like, okay, Donald Glover, I get it. I get the messages that you be trying to portray and stuff you be trying to say and everything. Like, I get it. But it's like, bro, like, do that on a different show, man. You made like the funniest show ever in the first season, and you had none of this. And it's like, man, we never found out what happened to Clark County. Like, how did Paperboy just get so huge in the UK?
He leaves it to where it's like up to your imagination, baby.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, like, I don't really want to do that. And then like the last episode, what's her name? Baby mom, Ern's baby mom is like a French gangster. Like, what is this? I don't know, man.
Val.
Yeah, Val. Yeah. Like, so you finished the whole last season.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I watched maybe one episode, and it was really hard. I was just like, man, this just ain't the same. I just don't fuck with it.
It's definitely like the kind of mood definitely changes from the first and second season to the last. But I mean, just watch it, man. It's good.
I mean, it's on my list, and I'm eventually gonna watch it. I'm just still so mad about the last season, like, because there was just so many unanswered questions. Like, what happened to that gold blicky that they had, man? Like, who got charged for that shit?
Right.
Nigga, where is Clark County? He was bigger than you before. Right. Now, how are you the biggest thing ever? Like, I don't get it. But no, man. But man, shout out to Donald Glover and everybody on ATL. I am going to watch it soon. I just have been watching so much other stuff. I seen a documentary on Netflix, and it's called Pepsi Where's My Jet?
Mm-hmm.
So back in the day when Pepsi was doing some marketing thing where it's like if you get a bunch of points, you get prizes or whatever. Mm-hmm. Apparently they said they had a commercial and it said, if you get 7 million points, we're going to give you a jet. And this dude got 7 million points and they tried to not give him the jet.
Did you get it?
I don't know. I haven't, I've only watched the trailer. I'm definitely watching that. Maybe tonight so I can talk about it.
Yeah.
But, it's called Pepsi, Where's My Jet?
I've never won anything like that. Have you ever put in for like a...
No. I've never won anything.
Any kind of lotto or any kind of...
No. One time I got a bag of flaming hot Funyuns, and none of them were red. And I took a picture and emailed Frito-Lay, and they didn't say shit back. I want my Funyuns, yo. I bought a bag of flaming hot Funyuns, and they was not red. Yes. Somebody at the factory was like, "Oh, it's fine. Fuck this shit. I ain't got no more red dot."
Yeah, I ain't never won nothing like that. Like the lotto, I'd be tempted though to just take a whole paycheck and just buy a whole bunch of lotto tickets.
But see, that's why, shout out to all of these sports booking apps who are going to be messing with Ohio guys. January 1st, you guys are going to be able to use FanDuel, MyBookie, all them type of apps. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all get on it because I'm gonna get on it. I can't wait, man, to be doing that. Like it's cool.
I can't gamble. I'm a bad gambler.
I'm bad with the lotto because I don't know about the numbers, straight box, whatever. But yo, bro, I know about some basketball, and I feel like I can predict some shit. I don't know. I sound like every nigga who spent all their
I
money.
know, man.
Right?
I know how it works.
Nigga, I know.
No, but
How it works.
yeah, I've been to Vegas 3 times, and I've probably spent a total of like $200,
Okay,
like
That's not
gambling.
that's
But it's Vegas, you know what I mean? Cause
Yeah. I went to Lake Tahoe once, and I was playing roulette, and I was winning, and I went to the counter to collect my winnings, and she asked for my ID. They didn't ask for our IDs to get in, and I gave her my ID, and I was like 19, and she was like, "You can't be in here." I was like, "What?" I was just over there like playing and winning, and one of the managers came, and he was like, "We'll give you the money, but you got to get out.
Yeah, because I
was
think
like,
you have to be.
You got to be 21."
Yeah.
And I was like, "All right, well, I mean, as long as y'all give me the money, I'm
So I remember
straight."
when the first time we went to Vegas because we had our Marine Corps ball out there, and when we had to go through the playing floor, we just had to walk straight. We just had to walk straight through. We couldn't stop at the end of the machine because I was only 18 or 19.
You see the machines and you like, man,
Yeah,
I could probably make that
Right.
jackpot.
no,
No,
you can't.
never. Yeah, man, I went to Jack's Casino up in Cleveland not too long ago. Well, not too long ago. I think 2 years ago. And I went with a few people, and man, like we walked into this room and it was like $100 buy-in for poker, and I'm like, we in the wrong room, bro. Right. Like, nah, bro, we in the wrong room. And my boy was like, just play a hand. Like, bro, I'm not playing a hand, bro. Like, I'm good.
Store money. I mean, I get if you got it.
He wanted to give me the money, and I'm like, bro, I'm not even,
Nope.
You know what I mean? Shout out to my man, JD, man.
Because if I win, it's mine.
I ain't got no money, baby.
Yeah.
I'm broke, baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not a gambler.
Okay, so Castro. Bryan.
Yeah.
This is a okay. This is a point in the show where I like to do something called top 3.
Okay.
Gonna ask your top 3 of just some, just some random stuff. Top 3 favorite fast food places. Go.
Chick-fil-A is number 1. Oh man. Chick-fil-A is number 1. Taco Bell might be number 2. And then number 3. I don't want to admit it because it's not my favorite, but I go to it a lot. It's McDonald's, man. Like I can't help. I was like, man, this shit's nasty. I don't even know what this shit's made out of. And then I take a bite, and I'm just like, yeah.
Man, I should not be eating this. Give me a number 2 with extra cheese.
That's like it's not my favorite. It's not a top 3 favorite, but I go there probably more than any of the other places.
And all of us have seen Super Size Me, and we all was watching it like, I ain't eating that shit again.
Right.
I ain't gonna do it.
Next morning, you get the egg and cheese or cheese.
Bacon, egg, and cheese,
McGriddle. Yeah.
Which is one of the greatest things ever created.
Yo, we worked at McDonald's like right around when they first came up with that shit.
Yeah, bro.
And I remember
I was like, I need to get the fuck out of here because these are delicious.
Yo, so like in what grade? That would have been what, like 10th grade or something like that.
No,
I can't remember when we worked at the one on Market.
I think I was in 12th grade and you was in 11th.
11th, yeah. So I was like,
shout out to that McDonald's.
35, 40 pounds or something like that. And I remember when they came out with that McGriddle, and then like when they would change from lunch to the breakfast to lunch, they would just throw all that stuff away.
All of it. So wasteful.
Yeah, and I was like, So I get a bag and
What you say?
I put a bag of McGriddles, probably like 10 McGriddles, and I roll it up and hide it back in the back. I'm like, nah, I'm about to take this mess home.
Hell yeah!
I gained so much weight working there.
Man, I remember when I used to work there, and there was a guy that came in every day.
Mm.
He would get a McChicken drop fresh with mac sauce and a McDouble with mac sauce,
Uh-huh.
the large fry. He would get that every day. And like literally, when I stopped working there, one of the last times I seen him, like that was the first time that I really saw the effects of fast food. Because he was a completely different person, and I'm like, damn, bro, like you came in here every fucking day, and look at you.
Yeah,
like it was just like.
Sometimes, I mean, it's especially depending on your job. It's like
It's just easy.
if it's right there, I might just go down here and get a cheeseburger with some fries. But if you keep doing that over and over and over again, you don't even realize how much you're actually eating it. You know what I mean?
That's why I need to get married so I can just have a lady that cooks for me all the time. Or, well, no, scratch that.
You see how you just slid it in there like that for y'all? That's why I need to get married. So if y'all out there,
your girlfriend, mom, and baby mom's favorite podcast. No, man, but like let me scratch that. I would rather get rich and just pay somebody to just do meal prep for me like, all the time, and I'd be like, look, bro, I like this, and that.
Just make it happen.
Just make it happen.
I think that's a lot of the people's hardest part is like the diet, like when they want to get in shape and everything like that. It's the diet part, man.
I'm gonna go get. Sorry to cut you off. I'm gonna go get a membership, and that's like to a gym, and that's like my biggest thing. Is like, man, I'm gonna do this shit, and it ain't even gonna work because I'm gonna go get a 20-piece right after.
Right, because you're hungry. You're like, man, just worked out, get something to eat, and you right past all them fast food places coming back home, and you're just like, it'd be just easier, to grab something from here. But that's gonna be my next year. The thing I'm gonna give up for a year is fast food. I'm gonna try not to eat fast food for a whole year.
Bro, I've been trying to do it for like a couple weeks now, and like, bro, it's hard. But but like honestly, like I like cooking for my kid, and him being like, Dad, this is delicious. Like I made some pork chops and some corn and rice.
That's one of the best feelings when you cook something for something. Oh.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I seasoned it good. I did the little egg wash, hit the flour, threw it in the, thing. Did my thing, and he was like, I want more pork chops. And I was like, you can have more, man. Eat.
So what's your top three?
Okay, my top three favorite fast food places are, one, I would have to say Penn Station.
Okay.
The sub place in the mall. Mm-hmm. It's like $12 for some shit, but it's really good.
Right.
Well, okay. Okay, that one. That my number two.
You can't think it's a restaurant, but you know what number it is that you ordered.
No.
It's a number two.
I get a number two there. I would have to say probably Mr. Hero, man. I like Mr. Hero because like I mean it's fast food and it's bad for you, but they make it all fresh right there. So it's like, it's never gonna be some whatever bullshit. And third, I love the food, but I absolutely hate going here just because I hate the atmosphere and the workers, and they all just got an attitude.
Popeye.
Churches.
Oh, churches.
Bro, you walk up in churches and be like, let me get a number 3. Get this nigga a number 3? Like, it's just like, and it's always a shitload of people in there. And it's like, one time I
because they closed all of them.
It's only one.
It's only one. Yeah.
There can only be one.
And people come from other sides of the town just to go to. I get it from my mom.
Bro.
My mom stays in the Heights.
And every time, like, I feel like it's the same thing. It's a super long line. It's bad service. And I mean, I hate, I love black people. But y'all niggas is like y'all niggas don't give a fuck.
They got me in trouble one time when I was going to barber college, and we only had a certain amount of time for lunch, and I was getting food for other people too. So I went down there. I ordered, gave the money to the people, and it's packed, and I'm waiting, and then the manager, one of the workers started talking shit to the manager, and then the manager and the worker just started like throwing hands behind the desk, and I'm just like, yo, I gotta get back. Can I get
Wait.
Yeah, exactly. Some fat dude and some little dudes started banging out like in the back, and then like
that's funny.
So all the people in the people pulling out their phones to record it and everything like that. I'm just sitting here like, yo, like I already gave y'all the money. I can't just go back and be like, hey, I can. And it wasn't even people that I knew like real good. You know what I mean? They were just
people
like
he was going to school with.
Yeah. So I go back like, hey, I ain't got y'all money because they got into a fight. So. Sorry,
nigga, we about to get into a fight.
Right, exactly. So I was like, nah, I'm about to sit here and wait, and then I get back late. And, yeah.
But one thing about churches that I've actually kind of learned, and it's kind of like it's kind of like a hack, is I just go to the website and I just order the shit there.
Yeah.
Like I order and I've done it twice now.
Yeah.
I order on the website, came in and was like, yo, this is my order number, this is the name on there, and they're like, oh, here you go. Like and I've just been, like I have to come in and wait in line, but but I'm not coming in to order. I'm just coming in like, yo, I got this ready. So hack for the thing.
Penn State, churches, and what was the third one? Mr. Hero.
Penn State, Mr. Hero, then churches.
And churches. Okay.
And yours was Chick-fil-A, Taco Bell, Mackie D.
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Well, I'll say, but like how you said, Mr. Heroes makes it there on the spot. When I was in Japan, McDonald's is the shit.
Flex.
In Japan. Shut up. Whatever. McDonald's is the shit in Japan because they make it right there on the spot.
They make every single thing right there on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So what's like some of the differences in the menu? Because can you just go to Japan McDonald's and be like, let me get a McDouble with this fries and some nuggets?
Yeah, they got the regular stuff over there, but in like every country, they have like certain items that you can't get in other countries.
Yeah.
Like in Japan, they had a corn. Like you can order corn, like
just like regular corn,
just regular ass corn. I think they had a hot dog on their menu.
You want glizzy?
But they had this. It's called shaka chicken, and basically it's a chicken fillet that they press down and then they bread it and then they fry it. And when they give it to you, they give you like this seasoning. You can get like lemon pepper seasoning or cheese seasoning or whatever, and you put it in a bag and you shake it. And then the seasoning covers like the fillet, and
it's good.
Yes,
nice. I like it.
Yeah, and then there's the menu. Like when you know how you watch the commercials and the bun's all perfect and the cheese is melted all perfect on the thing. Like that's the
really
place
how
I've been
in Japan,
where they try to get it like pretty close to what it's supposed to look
like. These motherfuckers in America don't give a damn.
No, they suck them.
Here you go.
Because I tried, when I worked at McDonald's, I tried doing that at first, like trying to make it.
I know, right? Trying to be all like a good employee.
Oh,
and shit.
Nice. After a while, I was like, man, fuck this. Because it takes longer. And they're like, hurry up, we need a double quarter pounder. Man, no.
I definitely used to be sitting there opening the nugget tray, like.
Yeah, I know. I remember.
No sauce, nothing.
I had the sauce hidden under the warmer cabinets or whatever. I have a sauce sitting under there, and I'm just grabbing that. Dude.
We need a 20-piece nugget. We ain't got it.
Yeah. What was I think the worst position to work at McDonald's is the person that hands out the food. Because you're not putting the food in the bag. You didn't take their order. All you're doing is just handing them the shit.
Yeah.
So many times with me working there, I swear I was about to just quit one day because I was getting yelled at so much because people's orders was messed up.
Because they would check it as you always should at McDonald's.
Yeah. And I'm getting yelled at by people. Motherfucker, this ain't the shit that I asked for. I'm like, I didn't put it in the bag. Like they just handed it to me and was like, here, this is what's at the window.
I didn't put it in the bag.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I couldn't stand working at McDonald's. And I worked at two different ones. Because like as a kid, well, at least when we were growing up, I was like, everybody's first job was like
Yeah.
working at fast food somewhere.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I'm working McDonald's. But
Now everybody first job is, I'm a streamer. Cool.
do you know they did a poll on 2 elementary schools, or no, it was middle schools, and
Wasn't one of
China,
them in Japan? And
or yeah, it was China and the United States, and it was like the United States number 1 was like a YouTube influencer. That's what everybody wanted to be, you know what I mean? And then it was like, a musician, like a rapper or something like that. And I think the third one was a football star or a basketball star.
yeah.
And then China, it was like number 1 was like a rocket scientist, and like the second one was a bioengineer and all that other kind of stuff. I was just like,
We should never go to war with China.
I think we'll be all right.
Shit, all these dumbass niggas we breeding in them.
I think we'd be all right. I think we'd be all right because.
I'm gonna make a YouTube video about it.
But I mean, what are you gonna do? That's what's forced in the kids' face all the time. That's what they see. So they're like, you know, and it's younger and younger people who are, you know, becoming more famous. Like at one point in time, the main, like the highest earner was a 9-year-old kid or something.
That
like
kid,
that
Ryan.
just opened, yeah.
The kid Ryan, and like
toys.
literally, you go to any toy aisle in any store today, and one of his toys is gonna be. in there. He has all these type of mystery boxes and all that.
And
type
it's
of
not
shit.
even the kids that are just seeing that; it's the kids' parents.
Exactly.
So they're like, man, all I gotta do is buy some toys for this little dirty motherfucker and put them in front of the camera, and we can make millions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of parents that really do that, you know, to their kids.
Man, I watched this YouTube channel, and it's all about like people who was famous on YouTube, and their
Mhm.
lives was like just fucked up because of it, or they was doing bad shit while they were being on YouTube. And
Yeah.
shit. Just like crazy. Like I'm pretty sure it's called the dark side of YouTube.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
There's a dude that the Minecraft, you know that game?
Mm-hmm.
The dude that made the code for Minecraft or whatever, like he's so damn miserable now, and he's made like billions of dollars, and it's just like the most miserable person now.
That's
because
crazy.
it's just those people. When you get to, I feel like when you get to that level, like you can only hang out with people who make that kind of money. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because
But see, I mean, I feel like I'd be straight because, like, in the words of Jay-Z, all I got is this money. This a dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck it. Better go read a book or something, nigga. I'm fucking chilling with this bread.
because it's like, you know, certain people that you can't, you know, when they know that you got it, they know that you got it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
we're best
it's like-
friends now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
hang
so
out.
it's like, I know you from where? Elementary school.
Yeah.
I don't know you, man.
But I
Okay.
can't say because I never had that much money, so I don't know.
Okay, so the last topic that I have before we get on out of here and conclude this episode, I believe this is episode 21 because I have episode 20. I got to finish editing, and then this will be episode 21. Did you hear about George Bush? Apparently, documents have been found that he knew that might suggest that he knew about 9/11 before it was going to happen, and he did nothing. That's what they saying. I don't know, but I mean, I feel like the USA, you know, government, and White House and shit. Like, I feel like they get 1.5 million death threats a day, probably from crazy people. I don't know if that is true, real, whatever, but it's kind of crazy. It might be true. What are your thoughts, Bryan?
I just go along with it, honestly, because it's like there's so much shit that we don't know. We know as much as people are willing to put out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that means there's a lot of stuff that if they don't want us to know, then we're just not going to know. So, and I'm not at any kind of level to have any control over that.
True.
Um,
I just feel like if that is true, man, I don't know. We'll see. And then it's like when you hear a little thing like that, you want to know the whole thing.
yeah.
And we're never going to know the whole thing because it's people
Something
who
else
are-
comes up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? People who are way more richer than us is like, yo, bury that story.
Yeah.
Just like the story of Brett Favre stealing a bunch of money from welfare, and
Mhm.
nobody's talking about it, but yet you guys are arresting Young Thug because of lyrics in the song. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
It's what
that
people
that type of shit.
Like, people lose our attention span for shit is non-existent. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
We'll be talking about one thing, like you're saying about the George Bush thing. Oh, Kanye put a swastika up on Twitter. Oh shit, he did what? And then we, our attention's drawn to that, and then like the Epstein thing, that's still like going
I don't even
on.
know
Like,
exactly what all that is.
basically, this dude, he owned an island and would fly like all kinds of celebrities and shit there, and there was a bunch of
Sex parties.
underage sex parties and all that other kind of shit going on, apparently. But then it was like, okay, this dude had, I think they put out the manifest of the people who were going down there. It was like presidents, fucking politicians, Will Smith and Jada went there.
Yeah, right.
Tom Hanks,
they some freaks, so
Tom
they
Hanks,
went up in there.
Tom Hanks went there. Like, just a bunch of people, and the whole thing was like, oh shit, like, if we get caught up on this shit, it's about to be a wrap. So that's why they said like somebody killed him or whatever. But I don't know. I just feel like shit just gets covered up all the time. Like, we'll be talking about something, and give it a little bit of time, and people just forget about it after a while. They just stop caring about it.
And some shit we just can't stop caring about. But unfortunately, you're right, and we do. So, you know what I mean? Ladies and gentlemen, this episode has been brought to you by A+ Waterproofing. Go find A+ Waterproofing on Facebook. If you mention the podcast, you will get 15% off. And waterproofing, like I say it all the time, is expensive. I used to do it. It is expensive. Bryan, do you want to give any shout outs before we get out of here?
First of all, shout out to you. Congratulations on doing the thing.
Yeah, brother.
I love the setup. I don't know if you can see this on here. Our friend Glenn is a personal trainer.
Shout out Glenn.
So hit him up. That's it, man.
Yo, man, shout out to all 119 of our subscribers. Love y'all, man. You know we trying to get to that 200. Tap in, subscribe. This is your girlfriend, mom, and baby mom's favorite podcast. I have been BL. This has been Bryan. Thank you guys for coming through. Love y'all. Yeah. We're just going to let it vibe for a second. You know what I'm saying?
That's nice.
I like the beat. I'm going to have a speaker next time, y'all, for the actual good sound effects and everything, because this shit is whack.
Like, I wonder how they got that that slapping like they really hit somebody.
Yo, man. Appreciate y'all. Peace.